excited.
Hi everyone.
Yes, I am. We are here today. We've got Catherine Velisha, now let me get this right, Managing Director of Velisha Farms and Veg Education.
Yes.
And I am so excited to hear what we're doing today. Please tell me.
We are cooking some kid-friendly and adult-friendly recipes today that are full of veg. My favourite saying is veg on veg. So what that means is both components have vegetables, so you really just get your 5 serves in one meal. So today we're cooking a little bit of a turn on guacamole. Well, we're not cooking the guacamole, but what we're doing is we're going to mash up some guacamole. Everyone knows how to do that, but Jen's going to show us again how to do that. But we're going to fry up some broccolini to put it in that guacamole. And our favourite saying at Veg Education is cook your veg like meat. And what that means is heat, salt and oil, and you get the crust like you do on a steak. Are we there? We're 58 seconds in. We've dropped out, saying we're live now. Comments sent with stars. Is anyone there? Is anyone there?
It looks like, yes, we are. Oh,
we're on.
I think it's showing us from before though.
That's okay. Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on. If anyone's out there watching, can you let us know if you can see us? Yes, we're on. Do we need to do our intro again? I think so. We nailed that. So let's go.
So we did really well. Okay. I thought I did well, but it's pressing me out again.
Let's go.
All right. Thank you everyone for joining us. I'm so excited to be here today with Catherine Velisha, from Managing Director of Velisha Farms, Veg Education, whatever else you do. You do 1,000 things. Very, very excited to be here today with some recipes for you. Catherine, what are we doing today?
Well, we're cooking 2 recipes today, but the first one, so we can keep focused, because I need to be focused, is cooking a guacamole. Well, we are cooking it because we're going to add some beautiful broccolini. And my saying with vegetables is cook your vegetables like meat. So you use oil, salt and heat, and you get your crust like you do on meat, which is what actually makes meat delicious, not the meat itself. So we're going to do that with the broccolini. You're going to make an awesome guacamole. We're going to combine the two, and then we're going to use everyone's favourite snack, cukes, to eat. So that's 1 serve, 2 serve, 3 serves, possibly 4 serves of vegetables in one meal. Your kids are done for the day. 5 serves, 1 meal.
Amazing.
Making life easy.
I love it.
So I'm going to cook the broccolini, cut the broccolini up and cook it. Maybe you can start getting the cukes ready for dipping.
I've been excited to be your assistant all day.
I know, I can only imagine. The lofty heights, isn't it? When you look at your career highlights, this I think will be up there.
Oh, it will be. Straight to the resume.
So I know a lot of people struggle with cooking veggies or eating enough veggies. That's the whole, that's why there's those fabulous veg kit resources out there, which have lots more recipes and tips, but not as good as this, because this one's created by me. Am I allowed to say that? Well, I just did. So, yeah, because people they do find it hard, what I do reckon is these recipes that really do get all your veggies done at once, really let you be free for the rest of the day so you can worry about other things, like walking the dog. Okay, let's just keep going. Sorry if it's disconnecting and connecting. We don't, it's very hard. We're trying our best. We're in the living classroom.
We do apologise for any technical difficulties, but the good news is Catherine is much better at cooking and talking about vegetables than the technical side of things.
We've got some I'm hi, hellos, I'm here. Thank you so much for telling us that. So if you've just joined us, Cobram Estate olive oil, the world's best olive oil, in a hot pan. Chopping up some broccolini, which we're going to fry with the good old saying, cook your veg like meat, heat, oil and salt. That's trademark, people, so don't take that. It's not, but it should be. A little bit of a lid in the broccolini. And yeah, we're going to get the char on this broccolini to put into the world famous guacamole that Jen's going to make, which is now Jen's guacamole, world famous guacamole. So the cukes are ready to dip in. Now, I'm going to throw this away. Have you made a guacamole before? I'm sure you have.
Oh, once or twice, but none as exciting as this.
Okay, so we're just going to use an avocado. I'm going to put a bit of lemon rind in this. That might not be that kid friendly, so your kids, you choose that, but it's definitely adult friendly. I love lemon rind.
Good way to introduce them to new things too.
And it's quite mild. It's a different flavour, so just a bit of lemon rind in the broccolini. You get onto the guacamole and easy as, peeps, easy as. Well, I'm not making that look easy as, I'm trying to get the skin off, but it is pretty easy. And like I said, 4 serves, 1 recipe. So
And not only that, so with our kids' snacks, we want them to be balanced. We've got healthy fats, protein, a little bit in here, plenty of fibre. So it's going to be a really great option to keep it going throughout the day. And as Catherine's mentioned, get those veggies served in.
Yeah, really good. So you can have these pre-made ahead of time. The broccolini stays quite well even if it's cold, like it tastes still good. So that's not a problem. But it is nice when it's a bit hot, salty on top of the guacamole, adds another element. A little bit of a splatter. Nothing like a health risk, a safety risk. Did we do a safety assessment on this?
Don't draw attention to that.
Don't draw attention to that. So this will be seriously ready in like 5 minutes maximum, and the kids will eat it. If you want to leave the broccolini out or leave it separately, you know, and introduce just a little bit to them, because I know sometimes it can be, I don't have kids myself, but I have friends who have kids. They seem to complain a little bit sometimes about different textures and stuff like that. But everyone knows their own children or children in their life better, so you just do as you please. This is just an idea though. You can use this concept for anything. So make your guacamole, and if it's not broccolini, you could fry onions and do it.
Like you can I was just about to ask, you've got sad looking veggies in the fridge, you want to use them up. Limits are endless, kind of idea.
Endless. There's no such thing as a sad vegetable, I don't think. Just a person who doesn't know how to use it properly, Jen.
You can bring them back to life.
Oh, you can bring them back to life, you know? So, yeah, you could use whatever, if your children like a particular vegetable, you know, like I said, when you fry it up with that heat, olive oil, salt, you really get a really great flavour. So you can use anything. You could use some carrots. I think the key is though, you've got to chop it up a bit fine too. You know, like that, you know how there's that chopped salad phase now? Like where everything's chopped up together so you get everything in your bite? I think we sometimes get a bit lazy, I know I do, and think, oh, you can't be bothered to do the extra chopping, but it makes a huge difference.
It worth it.
Yeah. And you do eat, like you can eat a lot more because you just kind of shovel in a bit more, you know?
Yeah, I think it's a good way to introduce kids for sure.
Introduce and get more in.
With this one, so if we're thinking long day care centres, cooking for 70, 80, 100 kids.
Yep.
Easy to scale up?
Well, definitely the guacamole, easy as. I think it's all about having your preparation. So there's no reason why you couldn't cut your broccolini 2-3 days in advance and have it in a big bowl ready to go to fry. You could also, I know it's not as healthy, but if you kind of middle fried it in olive oil, so you could probably do a bigger batch. You could. But it would be in extra virgin olive oil, but like...
She says this as she's standing next to the dietitian.
Yeah, that's why I'm a bit scared. No, I don't know, like, I just mean like, so you could do it in a bit of a bigger vat kind of thing like that, and get it...
To get a bigger amount.
Bigger amount. So it's just diverting your olive oil over a lot, okay? I'm going to get in trouble here, sorry.
We'll discuss that later.
Yes, I'm going to be told off. Bad. That's bad. Don't take that advice if you think that's bad advice. But definitely could be scaled out. But like I said, the broccolini is probably the most finicky part, so you could quite easily leave that out. You could put something else as a vegetable garnish with that, like spring onions. I'm not sure. Carrot, you know, you can kind of fine carrots, mix it through for some contrast. Tomatoes, like you can never go wrong with a tomato.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
So, you know, you could just kind of chuck some cherry tomatoes onto that.
I know lots of centres out there are thinking cost, how we can keep things cost effective.
Yes, agreed.
Any ideas around that? Maybe substituting bits and pieces?
Substituting. Look, I think the guacamole recipe is based on when avocados are in season and cheap. So make sure that, like, if it's we've got 10 minutes. Just trying to wind us up already. Oh, we've got 5 minutes.
Hurry up.
Okay, 5 minutes to go. We need to see the second recipe. So
it's smelling really good. I always say I wish Facebook had somewhere to smell it. It's looking great, it's smelling great.
So broccolini in. I've done more broccolini to the thing. Have you put the lemon? No, we've got to do a little bit of lemon juice in. We'll do the cauliflower one quick. So there, lots of lemon juice. I like lots of lemon juice. Again, all of this can just, you know, if you want to make it a bit sweet, you could actually use something like an orange juice or something like that. So that if it's for kids, a little bit milder. So this is...
That looks good.
It is very good. So we put that down. So we've got twist on guacamole with some shallow fried baby broccoli. You know, cook your veg like meat. Heat, salt, and oil. That's the tip. If that's one tip I want you to leave with today, it's that one. And then we've got beautiful little baby cukes. Dip it in. Give me a try and a rating. Eat. That's good. Everyone loves when we do cooking here because they get to eat them for the rest of the afternoon. Good.
Really good. Really simple, but really good. And I'm even thinking we've got a lot of green things here. I'm going to start chatting to the kids about green colour.
Why things are green.
Work it into other things that you're talking about anyway. Dinosaur dip.
Yeah! That's
Love that.
Full reframe. Welcome to Catherine's original.
Here we go.
So we're back. If we dropped out again, we apologise, but you didn't miss anything except for us cleaning up.
Getting ready for part two.
Part two, which is another veg on veg. So I made this easy because of ways to get a lot of vegetables in. So these are mixed tomatoes by Perfection, and they're really good because they're all different colours and different tomatoes. So we're going to put them, we're going to make cheese and tomato skewers with another vegetable dip, veg on veg. But we do know that, well, I've just found out, because like I said, I don't have children myself, about the risks of a toothpick. So if you have some kid-friendly skewers, that's probably the way to go, or you could omit the skewers completely. As long as you don't tell me, I won't know. You can just go with hands. So Jen, you're going to make the skewers, so probably just a mixture, like one tomato, another, you do whatever you like. Make it look cute on the toothpick with some cheese.
Can do.
I'm going to make the cauliflower hummus, which is really just a cauliflower dip, but you know how people love calling things like, you know, a mushroom, a steak and everything else. So why is this not hummus? So it's no hummus because it's got no tahini and it's got no chickpeas. It's got nothing really represents hummus at all, but it's a great dip. So I steamed this cauliflower yesterday. Again, for daycare, very good. You know, cauliflowers are very, very cost effective. You know, like you get about a kilo of food out of that.
I hear you've got one or two cauliflowers here at Velisha Farm.
Yeah, we've got the odd cauli. This is fresh from the paddock yesterday.
You find them around here?
Find them around here, just stumble over them. So some pre-cooked cauliflower here in a blender. I don't think there's a better tool in the kitchen than a blender. You can turn everything, you can puree everything, and then that really makes eating easy. Even as an adult, I like to puree stuff because you just seem to eat more.
It's funny you say that. A lot of the time when I do work with families and kids, sorry, cutting across there.
Go.
When I work with families and kids, it's really surprising things that you talk through. But think about what you like doing. Do you like eating when you're stressed? Do you like being forced to eat something that you don't feel like? Think about how you feel, and quite often that's how your kids are going to be feeling as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
So like when you puree, what I find if you can blend it, make dips out of it, and that's why I kind of do it a lot. You get to put a lot of veg in, but it doesn't feel hard work. Sometimes, you know, when you have a big salad and you're like chewing away, like this, you're going to get at least 2 serves of cauliflower in it. 2 serves of cauliflower in it, and it's ready, and it, you know, let's go. So we're winding up, we've got 1 minute. We are going to blend up the cauliflower hummus, olive oil, salt, lemon juice, cauliflower, pre-cooked cauliflower, have the skewers, dip it in. If you don't need the skewers, if you're too scared of the skewers, remove the skewers. But again, it's another big veg on veg recipe. So 2 seconds, I don't know how to do this.
Oh, should be plugged in.
Does this cut out in 15? Or does it say on?
No, it'll keep going.
Oh, well, we're just going to keep cooking. It was a 15
We don't want to leave you.
It's a 15-minute fee. Sorry, I thought we were going to it's going to drop out of the thing.
No.
We can go for 20 minutes, so you've got 5 minutes free. Or, if you don't want to, stick around. You've got hummus, cauliflower dip, the skewers. You can go back to work, but that seems pretty silly to me when we're having so much fun here.
I agree. We will be uploading the recipes I should have mentioned. All good. Should have mentioned we'll be uploading all the recipes. Don't worry about scribbling everything down really quickly. We'll upload them for you shortly.
So this is a pretty, like when you were talking about how to do things in big batches, a blender like this is pretty serious business, but you could make a lot of dip out of that. Also, for the guacamole that we just did before, now that you did talk about scaling up, probably don't want to be the person who has to fork all the avocados for the guacamole. So here you go, your blender is your friend. Does it just... this blender to make zucchini smoothies for the kids.
Oh, so slightly different to your cauliflower.
Ask what's in a zucchini smoothie, Jen.
What's in a zucchini smoothie?
Oh, funny you ask. What's in a zucchini smoothie? We call it a fruit club smoothie. And I'm putting a little bit extra olive oil than I would because I'm just trying to get it a bit moister. So you could probably use water, but we don't have a tap here, so olive oil.
Work with what you got.
Olive oil will be this. You use a peeled zucchini, which is a fruit. That's what, yes.
Okay.
I know, blowing your mind here today.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm not going to choose a grower. I'm not going to argue with it.
So it's a fruit, and then you put some frozen strawberries. That's our favourite, but you could put anything. But we do highly recommend frozen strawberry. A few dates, a bit of water, blend it up.
Delicious.
The kids love it. We love it actually.
Yeah.
So that's a really good one too.
Got some hot days coming up. That'd be a good one for the kids.
Yeah, exactly. The strawberries are frozen. That's a good point. So it does give it that kind of creamy, icy edge. Try it. I know you think I sound mad, and I am probably mad, but that's what all the best kids are. But that's a really good one too. Bang, you get a veggie in. You know, cool. I know how to get a veggie in. I'm telling you, the blender is the key to life.
Starting to happen. That's pretty good.
It's live television. Have we got a little bit of water around? Just to smooth. There we go. Thank you.
Trusty assistant brought me along for a reason. We knew.
Save the day.
Well, someone's got to do it.
Tech's still going, so that's a plus. Oh, wait, bonus. Anyway, why that's working in the background. Mix it up.
Why not?
We've got the skewers going.
That looks good.
So, look, cauliflower, like I said, you can have this all pre-prepared. You can have, like,
Buffalo.
if you think of a cauliflower as 1 kilo, that would probably be at least 5 serves to 6 serves for kids.
Yep.
So do the maths, how many collies you need. But collies are cheap. Like, you know, the dearest you really get a collie, like the average cost of a collie in a shop is about $3. Cheap.
They're
Very
all up and
cheap.
down, but they're not crazy.
And you can have this ready and like frozen and then defrost it too if you want to.
Yep.
So as another way to, you know,
Make it go a bit further.
make it go a bit further.
We're very, very, very close. Any questions, do send them through. I believe we might have a couple of questions that have come through. Oh, great question from Jody. Can we add sauces to kids' meals? Absolutely. I think there's a lot of demonisation out there, would you say, Catherine, around adding sauces, especially bought sauces. You can absolutely make your own. If you're going to come to me and say, I don't have the, as we're trying to make our own, I don't have the time, I don't have the energy to, there's no issue with adding sauces to get veggies into our kids. If you're looking at a bought one, go for say less than 400 milligrams per 100 grams sodium. But other than that, look at the big picture. Are your kids eating veggies? Amazing. I wouldn't be worried about the sauce and any other little bits.
So yeah, and on that, sorry, because this blender has been the death of me today, but anyway, we'll just persevere. You can make your own sauces. Like you know, if you put carrot, tomato, and capsicum, and you blend it again, it really is a great base that you can add anything to. It's very neutral. It's quite sweet. Like it tastes quite tomato saucy. So you know, there's no real issues there. So this is probably not the best plating. So you should, well, obviously do this better at yours because I don't have a bowl here. But anyway,
We used it for the guacamole.
yeah. Like obviously, the setup pre-setup wasn't that great by me. But anyway,
We'll forgive you.
so this is like a cauliflower. Like I said, it's a hummus. Not really. It's a dip. It's a great way to introduce cauliflower to kids because when you have a try, it's definitely much more mild than sometimes say how cauliflower is prepared otherwise. Yeah, it's like a really great way to get.
So what went into that again?
Cauliflower, it's cooked steamed cauliflower, lemon juice, olive oil, but you could put anything in that. But it's just really, it's quite a neutral, mild base to just dip in. Like you can make it a bit of like cream cheesy, put some chives in there and maybe some nutritional yeast or something like that. If you wanted to add it, make it a bit more flavoursome like that. Do whatever you want, but that's an easy one you can do on mass. It's an easy way to get your kids to eat lots of veggies. So remember, cook your veg like meat, heat, salt and oil, and veg on veg. Make a veg sauce to put on veg. Boom. That's it. That's on. My job's done.
I love it. Thank you, Catherine.
That's it.
This is great.
Go to the
I'm
Veg Kit
just going to
Resources.
be eating the rest of this.
Veg Kit Resources, people, and we've got to go. We're getting the wind up. See ya.